People's Friendship University of Russia is one of the largest universities of the country. In 2010, People's Friendship won the Moscow City competition among students' university hostels in nomination The Best Infrastructure. So it's not by chance that the President of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, visited People's Friendship University. More than 26,000 students study in the university, and 7,000 of them live in the hostels. People's Friendship University is a real state with all the conditions for studies and life in the students' camp. The first building of the hostel was built in 1962. Since then, many years have passed, and now there are 11 residence blocks. Dmitry Medvedev decided to see by himself how students live in the hostel and visited several blocks. There he had an opportunity to talk with students while drinking tea and had a look at the kitchen. The arrival of the head of the state happened to be during lunch. Can you cook pasta? Yes, of course. Why of course? I, for example, can't cook pasta. I can cook meat, but not pasta. Pasta isn't an easy thing. Dmitry Medvedev also visited new blocks of the hostel. In 2003, the 12th block was built, and in 2007, the 13th. These hostels meet all the modern standards. They are apartments with a bathroom and a kitchen. The university pays a lot of attention to the students' living conditions. Every year, hostels are renovated. All the furniture is new. It's no coincidence that President Dmitry Medvedev, in his conversation with the students, mentioned that during his students' years, such rooms, where People's Friendship University students live now, would be considered luxury apartments. It really feels like at home. The rooms in the hostels are for 2-3 people. The price isn't high. For state-financed students in 5-story blocks, it is 5% from the scholarship. All foreign students are provided with residential places. That's good. I lived in a small flat in Leningrad for a long time, and we had the same bathroom for the whole family. It looked just like that. The conditions are good here, summarized the head of state. The president shared his impressions from visiting the students' campus at the meeting on the social status of students. He also praised People's Friendship University infrastructure. I'm saying again, the conditions are very decent. In People's Friendship University there is a large compact students' campus. The infrastructure of leisure and health services is well developed. Not every university can boast of the same. The highly developed infrastructure of the university was also appreciated by the ministers. Minister of Health and Social Development Tatiana Golikova praised People's Friendship Health Services. Polyclinic number 25 takes care of students' health. Specialists provide a wide range of medical services, including dentistry. Today, like 50 years ago, the polyclinic considers the health of students and university employees its major priority. The equipment of the polyclinic is modern and advanced. All the students undergo medical checkup once a year. Annually, from September to May, the staff of the polyclinic examines and consults all the 16,000 People's Friendship University full-time students. Regular obligatory medical checkups of students are carried out consistently for over 50 years. Even when the Soviet Union system of the population medical examination collapsed, the polyclinic number 25 continued its work. It was only in 2007 that the Moscow government decided to re-establish the annual obligatory checkups. Not all polyclinics can boast of the equipment University Polyclinic has. One of the examples is a computer tomography. It costs $1.3 million and was purchased with the money allocated in the frame of the Education Presidential Program. Students and staff get medical assistance on the day they come there. They do not need to make appointments beforehand. You just come to the polyclinic and go to the doctor. There is a 24/7 inpatient department where students can get help around the clock. By the way, it is the only student 24/7 inpatient department in Moscow. The subject of polyclinics in large universities was touched upon by Moscow Mayor Sobyanin at the meeting. He said that 7 student polyclinics in Moscow are totally insufficient. I fully support establishing student polyclinics. I think that all large universities should have them. We have only 7 in Moscow, it's not enough. Mostly, universities send their students to municipal polyclinics, but those already have too many patients. It would be good to create on-campus polyclinics. We are ready to participate, but we want administration of universities to get such an order first. We will work with universities on that. Speaking further on the topic of health, Minister Golikova dwelled on university sport facilities. Unfortunately, the statistics leaves much to be desired. Regarding the sport complex, 10 from 47 institutes of higher education have sport facilities. 4 of them have swimming pools, while the other 2 have signed contracts with some outside organizations that give students not free but a low-cost access to some swimming pools. The rest of the institutes don't have such possibilities yet. First of all, it can be explained by the fact that all these buildings are old and their construction project did not include such sports facilities. Nowadays, the only way to fix this gap is to build new constructions or to make contracts with good sports facilities, as you said. But in this case, a low-cost access should be guaranteed, otherwise nobody will go there. Our education institutions have a lack of such resources in their budget, not to mention the students. After giving these statistics, the minister reiterated the People's Friendship University positive example in this sphere. The university sports life is in full swing. There are 62 sports groups on the territory of physical recreation complex, where 27 combined teams train. The university has at its disposal unbelievable for many other educational institutions sports facilities. There are football fields, both indoor and outdoor tennis courts, sports halls and grounds. No wonder that dozens of students have the title of Master of Sports, and what is more important, among some of them are European and world champions.
Под руководством Никитина Владимира Николаевича
Coached by Vladimir Nikitin, several girls won medals at the European Karate Championship. Georgy Filimonov, nowadays associate professor, worked in the presidential administration after graduation from People's Friendship Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. He was a straight A student and, in addition, was going in for kickboxing and even won several times gold medals in world and European championships.
И кроме того, очень активно занимался кикбоксингом и был чемпионом мира, чемпионом Европы и неоднократно.
Besides People's Friendship University Polyclinic and Physical Recreation Complex, there is also its own police department, highly appreciated by President Medvedev. During the excursion around the campus, Dmitry Medvedev also noted the attention paid to the problems of the students' safety at the university. You can't enter any building unless you have an e-card. More than 2,000 video cameras are set in all the floors of dormitories and in each facility. The information recorded by surveillance cameras goes to the People's Friendship University round-the-clock dispatching and to the police department. The fire alarm training of students is regularly carried out at the university in order to behave properly in case of emergency. There are 5 extinguishers, sensors, loudspeakers, systems of smoke removal and emergency exits in all the facilities. In 2009, the Moscow City Hall awarded People's Friendship Campus the title The Most Comfortable Campus. It also won the nomination The Best Student Hostel in the contest held by the Federal Agency for Education. The Minister of Education and Science, Andrei Fursenko, added that not all the institutes of higher education of Russia have such rates. We have come to an agreement with the Ministry of Finance. This year we have saved some budget money and invested it in extensive repairs. We are going to repair about 100,000 square meters additionally this year, because some hostels, of course, are worse than the ones we saw today, to put it mildly. There are 57 agrarian institutes and 441,000 students under the Ministry of Agriculture, headed by Yelena Skrinik. After such a plucky report, Dmitry Medvedev just had time to note, it's a lot too. The minister proposed to the president to give the students an opportunity to work in student detachments. For example, the students may take part in the creation of landscape design on the territory of their universities. We find it very important to employ our students. 50,000 students are organized into units, and I think it would be right if they took part, for example, in landscape works. So I think we should work out this matter and give them a chance to earn up to 15,000 rubles per month and thereby have a worthy life. It is the center of student-youth units, Meridian of Friendship, that works with the students of People's Friendship University. At the university, there are not only the construction teams, but also landscape development, volunteer and pedagogic units. In summer, the members of the units made full repairs in their dorms. A new agricultural unit that works in Astrakhan started work this year. In the campus of People's Friendship University, everything is done for the students' comfort. As a rule, during examinations, students forget about appropriate food. More often they complain of the lack of the time and have snacks. There will be always a lot of study, but students shouldn't forget about their meals. Moreover, there are dozens of cafes, cafeterias and pizza bars. It is difficult to resist this temptation. There are world cuisines: African, Latin American, Arabic, Chinese and European. You can have tasty and nutritious food in the canteen. According to Russian traditions, lunch starts with soup. International students like beetroot soup, meat soup and cabbage soup. The largest hall can sit up to 1,000 people. Every day at People's Friendship University is a bright event. The impressions you get during the study are unforgettable. Weeks of different cultures have already become a People's Friendship University tradition. Here you can learn something about customs of other countries, try national dishes, watch a performance filled with spirits and atmosphere of Africa, Latin America and Asia. People's Friendship students are very gifted. The University International Culture Center helps them to reveal their talents. There are over 30 amateur talent groups at the university. Students sing, dance, and participate in various competitions on behalf of the university. Jurors highly appreciate their performances and award the winners certificates in different nominations. The most famous dance group, laureate of numerous festivals, is the Rhythms of Friendship. The dancers have taken part in many concerts in Russia and abroad, and are always welcome to People's Friendship University festivities. People's Friendship University of Russia is well known all over the world. For half a century, it has been forming the elite in different spheres and areas. Tens of thousands of alumni are proud of the education they have got at the university. The Russian language is being spoken from the west to the east. Nowadays, the overall area of the campus is 100,000 square meters, and that is only the start. A new hostel will be ready soon.
Впервые за 50 лет истории нашего университета глава государства посетил университет дружбы народов.
It was the first time in the 50-year history of our university that the president visited People's Friendship University of Russia. But it was not just a visit. Mr. President came to the university, well known all over the world, to promote the work and experience of the university. Thus, it is a great event for us. On the other hand, that was an all-Russian meeting of the ministers of various ministries that have higher education institutions. Besides 5 ministers, there also were the mayors of 2 biggest cities, Moscow and St. Petersburg, where there is a great number of higher education institutions. The Russian president set a task, on the example of our university, to the universities to solve problems of social life of students, like our university does. Campus, sports facilities, clinic, security services, recreational services like interclub have to be close to the academic buildings at every Russian university. But the president took a very difficult decision. Dmitry Medvedev instructed the Minister of Education and Science, Fursenko, to prepare a plan about restructuring the universities in our country, to create a many-sided university like ours, by combining a number of universities on the basis of material base of these institutions. The visit of the Russian president may have a significant impact on the development of our university, because I addressed President Medvedev with a proposal on the development of material and technical base of our university. Now this question is being solved in the Russian presidential administration to provide organizational support to allow our university to implement the investment project, that is, construction of a number of new campus buildings, educational and laboratory buildings on the territory of our university.
Реализацию инвестпроекта, то есть строительство целого ряда новых и общежитий, и учебно-лабораторных корпусов на территории нашего университета.